Who's back?
Well done, Joe.
Yeah.
Still need a theme song.
Word. Oh.
That's weird.
No idea what that is. Stop. What is that? Get
good
that
God.
out of here.
Here we go.
Hilarious.
Mr. Elliott. What's going on?
Yo, Guy Route,
Chad Elliott.
aka Super G. What's good? How you feeling?
I feel good, actually, man.
You feel good?
I feel good. I knew that I would.
You got.
Oh, I'm crazy.
Man. What's good, people? How was everybody?
Happy Thursday.
Whoa. Oh yes, it's one of those things.
It's one of those days.
It's one of those. It's one of those days.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? It is Thursday. What is today's date? Today is the what?
It's the 30th, I think,
30th.
right?
Yeah, today's the 30th.
Man, month is over.
The month is over.
It's August went by fast. This is our 20th show. Happy 20th.
Yo, man. Happy 20th.
Our show was almost able to drink.
Wow. 20, man. We made it. That's what's up.
Live from the Flying Mermaid.
Live from 718.
You know. Yeah, I feel good. I'm starting to feel good about what we're doing here, bro.
Just now?
Yeah, man. You know, like I'm still skeptical.
Oh shit. You're still skeptical. Why
You know, just cause I'm just, you know, I'm
skeptical ass motherfucker.
I'm naturally. You hit OS, by the way?
Oh shit. Forgot about him.
Yeah, you might want to hit OS. You know. Yeah, just skeptical. Like, you know, I'm cynical by nature. So just the format, and you know, do people care? But people been hitting me, man, telling me how much they love the show and how much they want to come on, and so I'm just like, okay, maybe we got something.
Guy, I wouldn't let you down, man.
Nah, well, you know,
we had something today. I told you, let's do this.
I have no doubt about you. This is not about you. This is about my own craziness and my own insecurities. So, my own nonsense. Shout out to April Walker for the hook up on the Walker Wear Athletics.
April.
And
I'm
Richmond Hood
still
for the hat.
waiting.
What you waiting for? Oh, no, April. We doing April next week, I think.
Nah, just waiting on the shirt.
Oh, okay. No, I
Sure.
actually bought this.
Oh, well, where? Where'd you buy it?
I went to a pop up. She had a pop up store, but you know, she got the
You
AprilWalkerwear.com, brother.
You didn't invite me to the pop up.
It was last second, and you know, you don't come to New Jersey last second. We're rapping now.
Wait, where was it?
It was in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
It was in Brooklyn. Matter of fact, was it the same day? No. I was gonna say it was the same day with no, because I went home after the big tweet. I was in Brooklyn for something else, and I ran to catch her thing. It was at the last second. I was like, oh, you know, it was about to end, and I made it out. It was dope. It was a dope pop up. Chuck Chillout was DJing.
Oh, I saw. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was that day, and it was fresh, man. I had a good time, and so you know, I always try to support my friends. You know, listen, April gave me enough free shit in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, you know. But if I got the bread, I try to support, man. So I bought this one. I've been wanting this one. This is the one that when she did the deal with Mike Tyson, and the Tyson Athletics. So it was Walkaway Athletics, and
okay.
This is the one Mike has. There's a picture of Mike with this.
That was a long
logo
time
on.
ago. Huh?
Yeah. That shit,
It was funny.
90s.
I was editing the one of the other shows that we did. I think it
Uh-huh.
was the was it no? Who do we interview that had that we talked about Salt and Pepper and Mike Tyson? Was that Robert Bell? Or
Nah, I think it was
yeah, it was
yeah, Rob. Is that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes.
when you played the video,
yeah, exactly. And I was listening to the your Mike Tyson
Yeah.
Salt and Pepper story, which was hilarious. And
ridiculous.
I'm gonna edit that. And
I know
put
you
that
are.
up. I had to put that one up. Yo, but shout to Corey. We had a great interview with Corey Glover the other day.
You know, I'm crazy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm crazy because you know a lot of folks that watch us are you know the Biggie fans. You know, huge
Yeah.
Biggie fans, and I totally blanked that on that Living Color album they did a cover of Biggie's "Who Shot You." I just totally how could we miss that? You know,
Yeah.
because me and Corey go so far back, we're just talking history and stuff, and I totally forgot to tell the fans that that there is a cover of "Who Shot Ya" by the group, the seminal rock band Living Color, who are from Brooklyn. Ostensibly, I think Will's from the Bronx, but Vernon and Corey are from Brooklyn. They consider themselves a Brooklyn band, and they did this joint, and I'm so sorry we didn't play, but I want to play a little bit of it now, and then we'll put the whole video up on our page. But you
want to get into it now, or you want to play it later?
It's on you. Total.
All right. Let's go ahead.
Let's play a little bit of it.
All right.
We don't got to play it. You play the first verse.
All right. Here we go.
Brooklyn.
Gun violence takes the life of a young African-American man every 5 hours. It's the leading cause of death for black men under the age of 35.
Is injured at this time? Sir, is any MLS injured at this time?
Living Color.
Who shot you? Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga. Buckle that bickering beef. I can hear the sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet. Thundering, breaking the concrete. Finish it, stop when I foil a plot. Neighbors call the cops when they heard mass shot. And I said, who shot you? Slaughter, electrical tape around your daughter. Old school, new school, need to learn, no. I burn, baby, burn like disco inferno. I burn slow like blunts and yayo. Peel more skins than Idaho potatoes. Niggas know the lyrical molesting's taking place. Fucking with me, it ain't safe. Make skin chic, rashes on the masses. Bumps and bruises, blunts and Land Cruisers. Big Papa smash rules, bash rules. Niggas mad, cause I know cash rules everything around me. 2 Glock 9s, that motherfucker push me by mine. And I am Brooklyn's finest. Come on, tell me who shot you?
Living Color, man.
Yeah.
That's a great take on the Biggie classic.
Facts.
Crazy. I'm sorry
No
I didn't
pun
play that
intended.
last time, but damn.
Yeah.
C. Glover, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's dope. We're gonna put the whole video up on the Culture Untold page, so if you want to see the whole joint, go check it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I love the cross genre respect on the Biggie tip. Brooklyn is in the house. Really dope. Really dope, man.
True that.
We
true
missed
that.
that was a faux pas on my part.
Well,
when we had Corey on, but listen,
it's all good.
we're pretty new to this, so I want to shout out my sister Lenore, who just made me the best oatmeal I've ever had in my life. I don't even know what she put in it. It's like
Correct.
cinnamon and love. Cinnamon love. Anyway, hey Cindy, I gotta get cinnamon love on the show.
Oh, cinnamon love.
Cinnamon.
Which cinnamon love?
There's only one cinnamon love.
No. The cook
I want the cook,
or the
retired porn star, the grandmother, the writer, the student at Bard University right now. She is, sex worker advocate. I want cinnamon. I want the entire package. The hip hop head. She used to have a show called Love, Sex, and Hip Hop, and she used to interview cats, and she's a brilliant person, and very connected to hip hop. I mean, she went on tour with Kanye and crew. She was a masseuse on tour.
Really?
Yeah. She got great. She got stories. You think I got stories? Cinnamon Love got stories, boy.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we gotta get Cindy on the show, man. We gotta get Cindy on the show, man. She's
Interesting.
shout out to Satori and Tracy McGill. What's up, Tracy? How you doing? Jack, Adam,
I see Bobby.
Cowley. Right, exactly. Arturo, Leo, Lenore, Flo King. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Did we get Mickey yet?
I
He
don't
hasn't
see
checked him. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. So, what else is going on, Chad?
Let's see. Since the last time I saw you, what has happened in my life? Not much. No. You know me. I'm always working, man. There's some cool things that are on the horizon. For you and I also.
Okay.
And just working on the show, man. That's my day-to-day routine right now is really, focusing on Culture Untold and, our guest and, the look of the show and keeping you inspired and, that kind of shit.
Keeping me inspired. I'm
Yeah.
the problem child.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, when I get the phone call from Guy, I'm like, what's he calling to tell me? Is he not coming to work today?
Oh man, I actually liked it because I'm a manager by trade, and I always got to deal with problem children. So I like the idea of being
managed.
being the problem child. Like, you know what, Chad? I'm not coming to work today.
Yeah. But that's it. Shout out to my buddy and friend Swiss Beats, who is in Egypt, and I'm sure if you follow us, you probably follow him as well on Instagram, and you see him out there with the family, and they're doing big things. But he sent me some pictures that he didn't post, and I was really wowed by the experience. But what's really cool about this is that he has his ex-wife, Mashonda, on the trip with them. So they are it's a blended family
that's
trip.
For sure.
So I thought that was very, very cool. I'm super proud of him. Swiss is, he's a lot younger than I am, but very mature at the same time.
Mickey's trying to figure out,
Okay, so to tell him it's the Wirecast app that he needs, not the Rendezvous app, but the Wirecast app.
Okay.
So we're actually working on bringing a guest in. But I'll let Guy go on all of that. But you ain't gotta go on that. Finish up what you're doing. I'll finish talking about Swiss. So they're doing a blended family vacation.
Best oatmeal ever.
And so I like I said, he's a lot younger than I am, but he's also very mature. I mean, he's been married since he was freaking 20-something years old.
He's just an old man. He's spirit.
Definitely got an old man spirit.
The funniest thing, did you see when he was they were rowing through somewhere?
Oh,
and he had the
bubble
vest on.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, it's Alicia Whiteside."
Yeah.
Yeah,
hilarious.
He said, "I'm on my hove. I got my vest on." If you don't follow his Swiss on Instagram, you miss it out, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Shout out to Corey who just logged in. Corey, you probably missed. We just played Who Shot You.
We did.
It was total faux pas from when you was on the show.
We did.
And hold on, Chad.
Hey, no. Check this shit out though.
Mm-hmm.
See, but they can't see this, but I'm showing you right now.
Okay.
And for those that are watching, we are live.
Yep.
Right now on YouTube.
Ah.
Okay. So that's how YouTube look right there.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah. So for those watching, we're live on YouTube
As
also,
well as Facebook.
as well as Facebook. It's Culture Untold on YouTube as well. So if you can't catch us on Facebook, you can catch us over there. But yeah, so Swiss is out there doing his thing. Super shout out to him. He's looking forward to coming home and us going to interview him as well. And what?
He said he's in Egypt. Huh?
Yeah, he's in Egypt there. But they're doing
Period.
it. There's probably I think he's got about 15 people out there with him.
Must be nice.
I'm sure it is.
Take me
even
out.
the residue that comes off of it is nice.
I'm like, yo, Swiss.
In fact, look, see this is residue right here.
Ah.
This watch right here. This is a gift from my dear friend Swiss. He gave this to me.
I'm like, adopt me, Swiss. Make sure you're on the app because Mickey. I think he figured it out. So.
Mickey's.
I want to see if he pops up.
Pop it. All right.
It's not showing up as a link. Hold on.
No, we got to
See,
check and see if
okay.
he's on.
Copy and paste it.
If he's on, does he have a Droid or does he have a? It's very important.
iPhone.
iPhone. So he just opens up and then hits the link again. He has to re-hit the link, re-engage it. So yeah. Facebook. Oh, I was asking you earlier. We didn't really get into it though. I was curious to know if you had seen the Kanye interview.
The fake apology. Yeah, I saw it.
You're so harsh.
It's a fake apology. It was like, you know what? He basically said,
What?
Kanye West was on a radio station and they were asking about the slavery comment and Trump and all
Trump,
that.
right?
And he said about slavery comment. He's like, I feel bad if I made you feel bad about what I said. This is what I was trying to say, but if I made you feel bad, that's not an apology. That means you still don't fundamentally understand how stupid that fucking comment was. Secondly, he still thinks that Trump is, loves black people. He's like, no, it's not like George Bush. Like, Trump actually really wants to get back to the era when Snoop and them were talking good. That was the dumbest shit I ever heard. I was like, I'll smack the shit out you, Kanye. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Oh, he still really wants, and because of that, he's gonna really try hard to work for black people. Are you out of your fucking mind? Have you seen the policies he's been putting in place? What is wrong with you?
What?
You know what I mean? It's just dumb.
So he also talked about reuniting with one of his day ones and in person that was
Yeah, I missed that because I shut the shit off that time.
the person that has been with him, for a long time, which was Don C. He was. This interview happened in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago
Right.
at WGBG.
WBGC.
Yeah, something,
yeah. So, for those that don't know, his friend Don C was really, part of holding him down and, all the fly, swaggy, styling kind of shit that he was on.
Trendsetter, but also just like,
A real dude.
When they say you have people around you that that could tell you no and that will let you know when you're bugging. That was Don C. He was
Correct.
like his day one that could be like, yo man, you wilding right now.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
You gotta Mick saying you gotta resend the link.
Okay. All right, Mick.
Bear with us, people. We are technologically deficient as a as a generation. And no disrespect to you, Chad. You're better than most, but
He's not really making me feel good right now.
man. But yeah, I just feel like so it's good that I'm glad Don C's back in the cut because I think that will make a difference in the amount of dumb shit coming out of Ye mouth. You know what I'm saying? Or at least the accountability. He has somebody he knows he can go talk to and be like, this is what I'm thinking. And he could be like, that's dumb. And let me tell you why,
Well, why the hell wasn't he in the radio station before he said that other dumb shit he said?
Yeah, well, listen, man. I can't call it. Like I said, I'm softer on the Ye thing right now because and I know you might agree with that.
Is that your soft?
I'm softer on at first I was like, he's dead to me. And, obviously that's, over the top. And I don't believe you can cancel people and all of that shit. Everybody can learn. They can do whatever they want. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be angry when my best friends say dumb shit. You know what I mean? And I call them out on it. So why wouldn't I be mad when, a figure who I actually, met before says something stupid, what I mean? So I'm just, I just want to be real clear that that is unacceptable. In this particular moment in time, it is unacceptable.
I agree.
To to speak that way when you have that kind of platform and that kind of voice.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all. Other than that, it's all good. Peace in the Middle East. Hold on, Mickey's having it's not coming as links, he said.
What do you say?
Said it's not coming as links. Not links that he can.
Did he download the app?
Yes, he did. He showed me that.
I don't get it then.
I don't get it either. You talk to the people. I'm gonna get on the phone with Mickey. I'll be right back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So good thing I have my tap shoes today. So we're bringing in an artist, and he's having some technical issues getting on. I was let's talk about proverbs. I was gonna post this today on Instagram, but I didn't have an opportunity to do so. And the proverb, it's chapter 10, verse 4. And it says, hold on. For those that don't follow me on IG, check me out, Chad Elliott, 2 L's, 2 T's, CEO. The proverb says, lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. I'm just talking about proverbs. 10, 4.
Look to see if he's in.
All right, hold on.
I tell it Chad to stretch. Do you see him?
No, not yet.
Okay. I should have actually had you go. And I could have talked.
Yeah.
Did you really pull up Proverbs?
I did. Well, I was gonna post something today, and I just read it out loud. It was Proverbs 10, verse 4.
Okay.
Yeah. It was,
It's listen,
inspiring.
Man, you're a man of the Lord.
We haven't really gotten to your spirituality yet. I'm a little scared too.
Nah, look, I believe in God. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, man.
Oh man.
What they say, you don't want to discuss religion, politics, and something else. So
Yeah.
other things that
That's
are the
true.
hot button topics. I mean, listen, obviously you know my politics.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right.
So we're hoping our guest has figured this out. He said he thinks he figured it out.
Is that so? We were talking about and we really need to get on this ASAP. Is start talking about. Well, first of all, we haven't really touched on the music, right?
Right.
We've been interviewing a lot, but we haven't.
What you mean, our
musical
musical history?
well, not just our history, but we haven't talked about new music. We haven't really talked about helping to move the culture along.
Okay.
Musically, I think that we really gotta kind of dive back into that because
Have you been listening to anything that's got you
excited? Rap wise, not really. There isn't anybody that's really, really inspiring me. And I can't say that I've been
digging deep. Yeah.
And I'm going to. I'm going to start really digging, because it's important. And I know that I had a few weeks ago was kind of, spearheading conversation on protecting, the culture.
Right.
And we loosely touched on it, but I think it should be something that's an ongoing conversation because I'm not convinced.
He said send a link one more time.
I'm not convinced that we're doing the right thing, or we're doing enough, personally.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree, but
I know, and this is why I want to continue the conversation because
because I don't even know what that means. Like, you want to do more for the culture, get back in the studio and make some fucking records. You want to do more for the culture, go get a job at a record label and sign somebody dope. But like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
See, to me, I think no. I think we got to go more grassroots. I think we have to get to the artist, right? And make our information. I think we can do more by making our information more readily available.
Okay.
So if we could touch 300 artists in one shot, we do way more than me being an A&R and signing two acts a year.
I got you. Okay.
You understand?
All right.
That's what
I hear you.
All right.
Because I'm out there talking to the new.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you.
I'm an OG out here.
I believe that, but I think
and also artists have to be ready to listen, man. And that's another big part of this. Not just artists and part of the artist thing is that people are a lot of cats are what do you call it? Part of being an artist means you're cocky. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of cockiness that goes along with that. And so it's hard for sometimes these young artists don't want to hear, OG, I ain't trying to hear what you're saying. We're doing it the new way. We're doing it our way. So, they don't always want the information.
Correct. I agree with you.
So like it's readily available. We have a whole show and a whole platform. You know what I mean? That we can
Do whatever the hell we want to do.
We could talk about what we want to do. I think we got the culture can't work it. Hold on 1 second, dog. Mute your joint right now. And you.
Mick,
you.
Mute your joint for a second.
Let me do the intro.
But hold on, because I got to get you set up a little better.
We're gonna set you up right. We're gonna get you straight. Give us a second.
Yeah, get your lighting right too.
But hang tight.
Get your lighting right. Hold on. So, go ahead. You can go ahead and get your introduction on.
I'm letting them know we setting them up. Okay. So, called a friend of mine who I work with, MC out of the Bronx, formerly of the GFC crew. I don't know if they're still a GFC crew, but we'll talk to him about that. He just tore down a freestyle on LA Leakers, which we'll play a little bit of, and he has such a great history. The first time I became aware of like the freshman cover of XXL, like for real aware of it, Mickey was on it with a bunch of people who are still relevant today. Mickey Fax is one of the best MCs ever, right? Period. Lyricist, battle rapper, pen game is magnificent, and really respected. He's like one of your favorite rappers, probably really watching him. You know what I mean? Highly touted by Pharoah Monch, by Royce 5'9", by just myriad of people across the board. Lupe Fiasco loves him, and he just got off tour with Lupe. So just from a cultural perspective and what we were just talking about, this is one of my young boys who he calls me up for the OG advice, and then we also do projects together and stuff like that. This is somebody I'm helping to impart the information I got onto him and helping him get his continue his already pretty illustrious career. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to have him on because this is like the perfect artist for the kind of thing we're talking about right now. And I would like to let's play a little bit of the LA Leakers freestyle that has the internet going pretty wild right now. This is Mickey Fax on LA Leakers.
Yo, LA Leakers, just incredible. Sour Milk in the Bronx has invaded the studios.
Okay.
Mickey Fax is here. He said he ain't playing no games.
Came to do one thing. Smicky. One thing only. Yeah. Sosa. Bronx.
Gotta do this classic.
That's it, man.
Wow. Classic.
Sour. That's how we feel. Just. Yes, sir. Jay. Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir. Ira. Look. Before I saute and parlay words, gotta make sure I drink from the heart-shaped herb. When MCU, gloves is on. Fucking awesome. If you mumble, snap of the finger. I'm Dustin Hoffman. Call me Rain Man. I'm Sean Kemp in the lane fan. Remember that glove I had on? It's in the same hand. Gary Payton. I'm in the alley with spray cans. I can snipe, but I'm good with a knife. That's a blade fan. You straight bland. Ask my bro Kendrick, he'll say damn. Ask Caitlyn Jenner, she'll say man. Raw with the rap moves. Steady going off with the bars. No pause. I wouldn't stall in the bathroom. You broad in the chat room. Got her in my ride. She my carpet. And she treat my balls like a vacuum. Suck-ups with a lot of guilt. I got a milful head just incredible. So her face got sour milk. T'Challa built vibranium. My cranium inspired. Admired by aliens. I'm Sabian. Glover. Tap dancing on this. Remorseless. I'm who you cannot see like Auschwitz. Oh shit. Softness of my wife life is like a portrait. I went through many valleys to get her because she's gorgeous. Mickey nice on purpose, y'all worthless. More words than song verses. Drive them to the Morgan car curtains. Tom Ford purchase. Shades got me like LeVar Burton. Stick to my roots, Black Thought and Alex Haley. Tell my adversaries I'm chilling in Paris daily. My vocabulary is strictly imaginary. I can't rap after niggas, it's unsanitary. I wet wipe what you said like it's less tight. CB4 when I black y'all, it's a dead mic. Check the website for some merch. I got the best price. Can't beat it anywhere like the next.
We can go on for hours with that. Mick, what up, Mick?
Yo.
Trying to make sure we can see your face right, man. You got your light behind you.
Okay, hold
if
on.
you turn a little bit. I want to make sure we can see it. Yeah, we go. That's a better look.
Yeah, maybe you can give us one of these, selfie style angles.
Hold on. He's walking through. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Mickey Facts. Yo, Mick, that freestyle was bananas, son. Like,
thank you very much.
It's funny, I've watched it many times, and I'm just catching lines. You know what I mean? I just bought the Roots, Alex Haley, Black Thought line. I was like, oh, man, that's crazy. Yeah, so. Yeah, the light's worse, Mick.
It's worse.
It's worse.
Man. Is it better like this?
Yeah, you know what? You're fine. Just let's just rap.
Yeah. The key is just to keep the light.
There you go. Bam. Wherever you at, right there, stay there.
All right, cool. Right here.
All right, Mickey Facts. I don't know, Mick. Have you ever met Mick?
Nah, never.
This is the great
I don't think
Chad
we met in person anyway.
Dr. Seuss.
Chad Elliott, nice to meet you, sir.
Same here, my brother. Same here.
Mix, Bronx, New York. Soundview, is that proper? Am I right?
Soundview section. Yeah, Soundview section. Black is the new black.
Black is the new black. There we go.
Yeah.
That LA Leakers freestyles been heating up. It's crazy because you've been doing so many incredible freestyles all over town. My favorite one is still the one you did on Sway at the end of last year.
Yes, the Sway one was definitely crazy. Definitely made some waves. I feel like this last one though, like for whatever reason, this last one kind of went the distance. It kind of hit a lot of people that haven't seen or heard from me in a long time. World Star picked it up, which was crazy because I haven't been on World Star in about.
And they didn't even pick up the one you did with Flex.
Right. Mm-hmm. So World Star picked this one up. Everyday Struggle, they picked it up, which was really, really crazy.
Yeah, I saw Academics speaking on it. Yeah.
That's the second time Academics kind of mentioned me as just one of those guys that he listens to when he goes on the radio. So that was kind of big, especially doing it on the Complex platform.
Right.
And it's crazy because as I was writing this freestyle, I didn't really think it was that crazy. I was just like, I'm just putting something together for them because they wanted me to be up there. And being that I was on tour with Lupe in the West Coast, I was like, I gotta make sure to go up there. But as I was writing it, I was like, I don't think this is too crazy. And then now people are like, as the blogs have been picking it up, they're saying like I'm in the contention for like the top 2 best radio freestyles of the year.
Crazy.
Which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just humbled that people are just kind of saying these things.
What I love about your freestyles is that you write them for that one show and you never hear, you don't do them again. It's not like it's not like people hear it and say, "Oh, Mickey said that rhyme,"
on this song or on this feature.
Yeah. So the credit score joint, you wrote that just specific for that freestyle. Okay,
so the credit score freestyle, I actually wrote that after the album was done for the Achievement, which is out right now.
Achievement, right? I'm gonna get to that.
I thought we were gonna do the Breakfast Club, and I wanted to just have the credit score joint for the Breakfast Club. I felt like their reach was like the biggest reach out of everybody we were gonna hit, but we never did Breakfast Club.
Right.
I wound up doing the credit score thing for Sway. I don't know if you remember, Guy. I did it for Sway.
For the year-end joint.
Doomsday, right, for Doomsday Cypher.
Right.
It only aired on Revolt, so a lot of people didn't see it.
Right.
So I hit Sway. I kept hitting them, asking him for the footage, and they never had the footage. So when I got the call for Flex,
I'm pulling that back out. It was too good not to do again, right? Not to get the right platform.
Right. Yeah. So that's how I did it, Chad. It's crazy. I wrote something for Flex. I didn't like it anymore. I cut that in half, wrote a new verse, and then I had
You slid the credit score joint in the middle.
So like I was able to kind of go in between 3 rhymes at this like.
Listen, I'm still trying to figure out how you guys just remember all of that anyway, man. I forget writing it. Writing it is kind of impressive, but remembering it is even more.
Right, because he wasn't even up there with the phone and all of that. Yeah.
I'm like,
you're a vet though, Mick. You're not, I know a lot of people are just getting up on you, but you've been around for 10, 11 joints, right?
Yeah, it's a decade plus, officially, I put my first mixtape as Mickey Facts out in September 2006.
Okay.
But you know, like as far as just doing music as like a career choice,
Right.
I would say January 16th, 2007.
Wow.
So, you know, so it's been 11 years. It'll be 12 next year, you know, so, and, you know, just still out here working like I'm a new guy, you know, just still
Yeah.
trying to
Wait,
get as many ears as
they
I
say
can.
it takes 10 years to be an overnight success, so you know.
Believe.
But I mean, like, you've done songs with Drake, you've done, songs with Royce the 5'9" and Pharoah Monch,
Yeah.
and you have like you did songs with Drake as he was coming up. You were one of the cats he
Yeah.
was looking to, and
Yeah.
back in the MySpace days. So
Yeah. Drake, Kendrick, you know, I actually have 2 songs with Kendrick. A Cudi record, you know, I've worked with pretty much everybody that, you know, is popular now, and when these guys see me, it's crazy because yesterday, me and my wife, we went to this Adidas thing, and ASAP Ferg was out there, and as soon as Ferg saw me, like he just kind of like he embraced me. It was like I seen him like interact with everybody else. It was more like daps and, you know, what's up. He kind of embraced me, and we talked for like a good 2-3 minutes, and it was just love. I think a lot of, like, you know, Guy was saying, like a lot of the artists, they look to me, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just rhyming, you know what I mean, and I just kind of appreciate that. Like I always, you know, do it for my core following, but I love the respect that the peers give me.
you
when
get
I
a
put
lot
my
of peer
stuff
respect,
together.
man. First time I met Mick, we were going to Vermont on tour. I was on tour
Yeah.
with Pharaoh, and Mick was in the and Boogie Blind and Mick go back. They families go back. So Boogie's like, oh, that's Mickey. Yeah, that'll Mick for years. And
Right.
we were going to Vermont and doing a show, Pharoah Monch and Mickey Fax, and it was like he was. I remember him just being there by himself in the airport. He had on the Silver Supras. And I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I like how this dude moves. He's just like, he's going to get it.
Right.
And, he was professional, and he just got on it. So we kept a rapport since then.
Yeah.
And last year, we put out a project together, The Achievement. It was a combo album with Mickey Fax, done all produced by Knots,
Yeah.
called The Achievement. And then we recently released The Achievement Deluxe with extra remixes. And stuff like that. It did really well, and people like love the album. And what's great about that record, because it's really kind of your first real official release. What's great about it is it kind of tells your story. You know what I mean? It really tells, like, you got stuff on there. You rhyming when you were young, and you tell a story. Get It is a great joint with the video that tells the story of how, you started rhyming, and you were going to college, you were working for a law firm, you got kicked out your mother's house, and then it's like it's a really great path into your. So I think I'm glad you got this album off your chest, so to speak.
Yeah, it was about time. It was about time I got that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that all of the people that worked with us on that project, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
from Blue to Fonte, Styles P, Nick Grant, Mila,
Showtime. Yeah.
Showtime. Oh yeah, shout out to Showtime.
Yeah,
Styles P, like you said.
man. Styles, they got a song called Versus Styles. Bodied that shit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a fun night. That was
And-
a fun
and-
night.
Joint with Fonte was crazy.
Yeah,
And then we did the
yeah.
deluxe, and we added
Royce.
Sky Zoo, Royce,
Pharaoh,
Stolly, Pharoah Monch.
Charlie, Graf, Nick
Wow.
Grant. We just kept adding other guys, and like, I think the guys that, I added, they have a very high respect for what I do. So it wasn't really a hassle for anything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm
Right.
just happy and appreciative that these, MCs, appreciate what I do as much as what they do,
So what I'm doing, I can call this is an OG call because the album's on my label. We're gonna do a sneak preview of the Masterpiece remix video with you and Monch. We're not gonna show the whole thing because we're gonna do an official preview either later this week or the top of next week. But I just said, you know what? Let's give the people something special that they can't get anywhere else. So we're gonna just do a quick sneak preview. Mick, hold on, and we'll come right back.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Yes, sir. Every word you are about to hear is not fiction. Facts. Mickey. Remix. I speak
freely when the beat need me. May the Lord let his peace keep me. Write a rhyme on a piece of paper, that's a peace treaty. I'm a deep genie. Rest in peace to Malik Sealy. Leaning tower peace, so with the peace call. License to carry, don't ask me what the piece for. Still want a piece of the pie, so which piece yours? And if it's a part of the piece of pie, I'ma need more. Peace sign to the streets to riot. The peace rise when it's peace and quiet. The peace dies when the heat get fired. Peace with you, pastors say. Let the
Smoking gun.
Oh,
Clack, 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 clack.
Yeah, yeah.
Where did, first of all, Mick, I never asked you this. Where did you shoot that?
So I shot mine at the Whitney,
Okay.
on 14th Street, and Monch shot his at the Queens Museum.
At the Queens Museum. I saw he was in, but I was like, where is he standing?
Yeah,
Yo,
I was
man.
standing. We couldn't. There was a couple shots that we wanted to get, but there's no filming in the Whitney, so we had to just guerrilla it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But we
Yeah.
made it work.
Facts.
Yeah, that will be premiering later, either tomorrow or first thing next week. So we just pulled the OG Culture Untold move on them.
Yeah. Mick, let me ask you this, man. Like, so you are 10, 11 years strong in the game right now.
Yes.
So 10 years ago, when you started MCing, like who were you looking at? Like, who was some of the dudes that you were looking up to, or that you was really vibing with?
Yeah, who influenced you
at
too?
that point?
In 08, I would have to say at that particular time it was Kanye.
Okay.
Kanye was I think he was just finishing up graduation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I really was, rocking with Ye. Wayne at the time. Wayne was on fire. A Millie had just dropped. So, that was kind of buzzing at that specific time.
And Corey from the Bronx.
Yeah, Corey. And in terms of contemporaries, Corey, Cuddy, the Clips. The Clips were still kind of bubbling. Even Drake. Like, I was on Drake early, so like it was one of those things where I was on him early. Little Brother, Slum Village, and I want to say no, Jay he hadn't put anything out around that time, but Slaughterhouse had just came together at that particular time.
Yeah.
So I think a myriad of everybody from that particular time frame, like I just kind of gravitated towards that era like that.
Now let me ask you this: what inside of you says, as obviously time has gone on, raps, flows, styles, the culture itself, to me, is drastically different than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So, being within this environment, what keeps you focusing on doing what you do, and only you do? Like, what keeps you there?
I mean, for me, man, it's the level of integrity in the culture. I mean, I feel like being that, I am an older MC, like I'm not like 40 or nothing, but
Hey.
well, you guys are not MCs. You guys are not MCs, so I don't want y'all to take it like that.
Okay.
Mickey,
But
bring
just
bring your camera up a little bit,
Just a
man,
little
because
bit.
Okay.
I want to
All right,
see your
like that.
face,
Okay,
man.
yeah.
There you go.
Okay, my bad.
There
Okay.
you go.
So you
You
got
got
I
the
got
fresh frames on too. You fronting?
Yeah, like
yeah,
you front
a
on.
little bit. Okay, so I feel like at the age that I'm at, I grew up in the late 80s era, what I'm saying, as a child.
Right.
And so, the Young TV Raps, the Video Music Box, even the Box. And I was always a fan of, hip hop, like I just loved hip hop. Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clan, Biggie Smalls, Nas. Like I grew up on that. Big Daddy Kane, like Rakim. Like I grew up on all of that stuff, even the West Coast Snoop, and I can go on and on and on. So like that is what's embedded in me. So I always try to keep that level of integrity when I jump in the booth or when I write some type of song. I know what's happening right now within hip hop in terms of what's popular. And I can do that stuff easily because I've ghostwritten stuff like that for people. And sometimes on my features, I do it. But I also recognize that I do have a core following and they do appreciate what I do. They support it in droves. You know, so I have to make sure I appease them until, you know, some sort of big budget comes into my lap where I can kind of, you know, become like a J. Cole or a Kendrick, where the cosign, you know, is just so heavy that whatever I put out, people will just gravitate to.
They'll at
So
least check it out, right?
right. So like for me, like, you know, I just gotta keep, you know, staying on that beaten path. You know, I kind of have to liken myself to Denzel Washington in the Book of Eli. He just stayed on the path. You gotta
Yeah,
stay on the
gotcha.
path until you get to that place. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And I feel
right.
like consistency. People are starting to now see the consistency. You know, I feel like when Guy introduced it, it was like, you know, I'm who your favorite rapper is watching. You know, like I feel like over time, like people are gonna start catching on eventually, and it's just a matter of time. So I'm not really ever worried about, you know, my position in the industry or in the game. I just got to keep working and making sure I put out quality content.
You are. I will compliment you and say that you are one of the hardest working people I know, and I've never called you for something that you weren't like. Okay, let's go. you know, like yo, Mick, I need this verse by tomorrow. Got it. you
Yeah,
know,
and it's
and
done.
yeah, it's such a pleasure, man, because in an industry where there hasn't always been my experience, man. It's a pleasure to know, but not only deliver, but deliver at the highest level with enthusiasm. You know, even when I called you to
Right.
come on the show today, you were like, "Yeah, no problem. Tell me what time." And I was like,
Yeah.
It's beautiful to have that that energy, and I think it's like you said, it's everybody has their path, and your path is, you know, one of consistency and diligence. But I see it paying off in droves. I see people really, really, you know, people call, you know, at first I would tell people, and now people are telling me, you know what I mean? And
Right.
so it's coming back to me like, you know, oh man, you hear that Mickey Facts freestyle? I'm like, yeah, yeah, I did. you know, that's my dude. You know, and so I'm real proud of the path, and if it's any a testament to it, to keep rolling. But you have such a wide. You're one of the people that have a wide fan base of industry folks. Like everywhere we go, people are like, "Yeah, Mickey, that's my dude." They're rooting for you, and that's a rare thing in this business, man. You know?
Well, I think a lot of it also comes with, like you just said, like I feel like, you know, artists when they get on, they just kind of, you know, they just kind of just take it like it's supposed to be what it's supposed to be. Like I'm this person and this is what it is. And I look at it like I'm honored to be on this radio show. I'm honored to be able to just text Lupe and be like, "Yo, I want to go on the road," and he says, "Okay, let's just come on out." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just doing the grunt work and the grind work, like, you know, it is 2008. You know, I feel like artists need to kind of just go harder than they would at their job, or, you know, like this is my career, like this is how I make a living. So I have to take every opportunity, every interview, every feature, every freestyle, every song, every video that I shoot extremely seriously, like it's the last time I'll be able to do it. And you know, with that mindset, like that's the reason why I am consistent the way I am, because I don't know if I'll have, you know, the people are fickle, and one wrong move and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I just take
Let,
this extremely seriously.
and with that, you know, as a lover of hip hop, which I'm sure you are,
Yes.
Guy and I are often kind of back and forth, not in debating format, but just back and forth about, you know, preserving and protecting hip hop and the culture
Yes.
of hip hop.
Yes.
Are you worried about it? Does it concern you? You know what you see around you, and you know, do you think of things that you could do moving forward to kind of, you know, give back to the culture? Because obviously, you know, other than your skill set and, you know, your talent, is there, you know, are you concerned? So I don't, you can go out. You can.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm always concerned, but I also think, you know, the game should be a mentoring thing. You know what I'm saying? So I mentor a lot of artists, and
What happened? No. No, 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 no. Did we lose him? Ah, he was just about to drop the jewel too. All right, we're going to have to try to get Mickey back.
Hold on. Let's
Let me see. Let me hit him. Yo.
The signal must be bad. Definitely not us.
Hold on.
Hold on, people.
He said he got cut off. He's gonna try to come back in.
All right, give us a
Great
second.
Mickey Facts. Dropping jewels on him.
Yeah, man.
Dropping jewels on you know. When you say give back, what do you mean by that? So
What do I mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean? Because I don't always know what that means.
I mean, for me,
Mhm.
it's the mentoring
Yeah,
aspect
okay.
of it. Yeah,
That's dope. Yeah, okay.
And what I'm saying is, now, not only do we have, we have a responsibility, no matter what,
Without question.
right?
Always.
But now we also have the information,
Mhm.
right? The experience, and we have the platform.
Right.
So, what makes
Why
us?
would you hold that information?
Yeah. What makes us
hostage?
any different from, a Kanye or?
You got to send a new link. It says.
Okie dokie.
Give us a second, folks. Bear with us.
I say Kanye because I know it would stir you up. So,
But what makes us any different than what now?
what makes us any different than anybody? Fuck it.
Okay.
Just anybody who's just not doing enough. I just feel like we could do more.
Well,
Hold on.
Mick, there you go.
Hold on.
We're bringing you in.
Hold
We're
on,
bringing you
hold
in.
on,
We're bringing
hold
you
on.
in. Give us a second.
Bring the brother back.
There you go. Okay,
There you
Mickey
go.
Facts is back with us.
So you'd have to start
Okay.
exactly from the beginning again. Where do you remember
Okay.
my question to you?
Yeah, I do. So, I'm not too worried about what's going on in terms of the culture because I feel like it should be a mentorship kind of situation. So at this moment, I mentor about 10 different artists. One of them being Sylvain LeCue, who's about to actually sign to Rock Nation. Another one is Alfred Banks, who just did a Volkswagen car commercial. And I had these guys when nobody knew who they were, and they're
Right.
garnering fan bases. And it's all about giving back. You know what I'm saying? You have to give back and teach these guys about the consistency, about being humble, and about taking your craft extremely seriously. I think that is what should be happening. Hip hop gets younger and younger as the days go on. But we have to, always, as long as I have, the following and the the people that really, appreciate what I do, they'll just always consistently come back and see that I'm trying to uphold some sort of legacy. I also want to give back, like when I, hit a certain age, I want to teach, and I want to teach hip hop, within the science of English, or and the history of it, any way that I can within universities and things of that nature. I feel like that will probably be the second phase of my tenure in hip hop, along with just doing music.
I love the way you frame that as a tenure in hip hop.
Yeah.
But also, so what a lot of people don't know about, like you're the first cat I remember ever talking about art and museums for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you're talking about in his lyrics.
In his lyrics
Yes.
and really being like way back, you know what I'm saying? Right when Swiss was on the art shit for real, Mickey was also on it. You know what I mean? Heavy, like back in 2007 when I was working with Swiss, Mickey was on that. Very, very fashion forward. Sometimes too forward for me, but but
I'm not mad at that.
a lot of cats that Mickey was the tight pants dude, man. I remember Mila and Gene made a song about Mickey's pants, and Royce made a song about Mickey's pants.
Everybody did it, and then now everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it, and so you're very, very ahead in that side. What talk about what fashion and art and these other ancillary things that kind of you either brought in or you've gotten involved with because of hip hop and how that works. I know your company's even called the New Museum and all of that. So talk about
Right.
that.
I mean, I feel like hip hop in general has always been art and fashion, from the beginning. When you consider what graffiti is art. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming from an urban platform and a space where we were expressing ourselves with what the 80s was back in those days, even the 70s.
Right.
And people express themselves. So I took that, and I loved graffiti street art, so I took that and I put that into my music when I started studying these guys in 2006 and 7. And I was one of the first guys mentioning Basquiat, Keith Haring, Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, Pablo Picasso. Like I was mentioning these guys in my lyrics because I was studying them at the time. And next thing you know, Jay is talking about art, and it's just like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? As
That's
far
the
as
wave. That's where the wave was going, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's
You
like,
heard
okay,
some
cool.
Mickey verses though.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. I'll get into that later. But as far as
Listen,
the
man,
fashion,
he loves hip hop.
Yeah, he loves hip hop. He listens to everything, so he listen. He heard the Mickey verses.
He's listening.
yeah, you know, he is. He's definitely listening. In terms of fashion, I feel like fashion and hip hop go hand in hand. And
Right.
at the time, um, in 2006, 2007, everybody was very baggy at the time, and it was just, you know, I did the baggy clothes. I got pictures with me in baggy clothes. You know, shout out to G Unit, shout out to
Yeah.
Dipset. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I felt like, you know, that wasn't me. I was mimicking other people.
Right.
And, you know, I felt like me and my company at the time, GFC, we was like, yo, let's you know, we were already dressing fashion forward to the point where like Don C and Kanye was reaching out to us to see what we were wearing and what we were doing. Then that's when Kanye kind of changed his how he was dressing when he did Graduation. Like he was coming to our parties that we were throwing in New York,
Yeah.
and he would see what we were wearing and he would put these things on. You know what I'm saying?
Culture.
Yes, it did.
And then for us, you know, at the time, I remember Rob Markman. Shout out to him. He was at he was at Double XL at the time, and you know, somebody asked him why was Mickey Fax on the cover of the Double XL, and he was like, you know, you go to any high school in New York City, and you show me how these guys are dressing. They're dressing like Mickey. They're not dressing like,
Yeah.
you know, whoever was, you know, big at the time. They were
Right.
dressing like me. And a lot of the older cats, you know, they didn't really rock with it. Like the Royces and the Buttons, like they were still baggy because they didn't really get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then over time, you know, as newer artists came in, they were emulating what I was doing. So like a lot of artists that came out after me always credited me for like the sneakers, which were the Supras, Y3s,
The Y3s, yeah.
slim fitting denim, just couture streetwear fashion shirts. You know, the fact that Supreme right now is like a shirt is like $300. We was wearing Supreme. We was getting those shirts for $20, $30. We was doing it way ahead of the time.
Right.
So like I felt like fashion always was like an expression as well as art, and I just wanted to kind of, you know, express that through the music, through the visuals, and just wherever we went, and people kind of took it and ran with it. I'm just happy that, you know, there's a marker for me in hip hop. Like in 2008, Mickey kind of shifted the culture with that, and also just putting music out every week. Like that was something that nobody was doing. So
That's
like
absolute facts.
you know what I'm saying? So like I'm just happy that, you know, even if nothing happens with my career from here on out, like,
I mean, your
you know,
career's already happening, Mickey.
Right. I already shifted. I shifted hip hop
You
culture.
shifted
in
culture,
history,
man.
so.
You absolutely shifted culture. I remember I used to come. Calendar used to bring me down to your parties, somewhere off Canal Street. I don't remember the name of the spot, and I was like, man. I remember him introducing me to you. I'm like, oh, this is the little young boy that's on everybody's mind. This is back in 2008, and 2009, something around that era. And I was like, you know, that's where we first met. It was real brief, and then we actually really met when we did those road dates.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's a hell of a ride that you've had. You know, you recently battled Daylight.
Yeah.
Bodied him.
Yeah, that happened.
You know, like in a real deal. Which
Why we don't have a clip of that?
Yeah, which battle crew was that? Was that
King of the Dot?
King of the Dot.
King
Okay.
of the Dot.
Yeah. Really brutal ass battle.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes,
it
it is. It's on YouTube.
Put Mickey Fax Daylight.
Daylight.
Yeah.
You know, they
first
reached
thing that goes
out.
up. Second thing.
Yeah, they reached out, and you know, it was something that, you know, he wanted to do, and at the time, you know, I was like, all right, you know, I'm down to
And
do
that's
it.
your man too, right?
That's my homie. You know, he was on the Achievement Deluxe. You know,
Are y'all still friends?
Yeah. We're still friends.
Mick, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Mick. I don't know if we could be friends if you body man like that, man.
Hey, man. I feel like, it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And this is what he wanted to do, dog. Like, I don't be wanting to do these type of things, man. I just want to rap and.
Did you come up in the battle scene?
No, not in the YouTube era battle scene. No.
Okay.
But I've always just kind of I kept my foot in, you know what I'm saying? And I was one of the guys, I'm the one who called Q-Tip and had him come out to, the URL thing when Diddy came out, you know what I'm saying? So like that was one of the things that, I just always was into it. I felt like at the time when battling was really prevalent, I felt like hip hop was it was kind of not really about the lyrics.
Yeah.
It was just shifting to the mumble stuff. So, I went to there for inspiration, you know what I mean? So that's why when it was like, yo, we got this bag for you. Why don't you come over here? I was like, all right, no problem.
Interestingly enough, you mentioned Q-Tip. I know that's, in a way, it's kind of your OG, if I'm not mistaken, right? So he's like,
yeah.
He's a cat that helped mentor you in the game a little bit.
Yeah. From about 2011 to about 2014.
Yeah.
Right before Fife passed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Tip was like, I would talk to Tip like pretty much every other day, you know what I'm saying? And I think once the Fife thing kind of happened, absolutely, it was one of those things where I haven't spoken to him as much as I would like to, but that's still he's given me so many gems, so many talks, so much advice, you know what I'm saying? And we show love, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie, that's the OG.
That's good. So that's, when you got that kind of love from a legend of that stature, you got to then reverse and give it back out to other people. You got to take those jewels and so that's, each one teach one. And so you have a knowledge of how mentorship works as the mentee. So then you know how to be the mentor. So I think that's an important thing,
And and it's interestingly enough, when I was writing for Diddy in 2015, there was a point when Diddy was just not trying to hear what I was trying to say. Like, I hit Tip and I was like, yo, man, like this is like a nightmare. This is a headache. And he made a call and was like, yo, like, you got Mickey Fax in there. Like, you can have like 5 projects done in a week. You just pay attention to who's in there with you.
Yeah.
And Diddy kind of came around and was like, he had a certain way of how he worked. And I was just like, I felt like, I don't think people want to hear about your money, bro. Like, I feel like people want to hear about your life.
Yeah.
And the struggle and how you got to where you were, how you feel about Big, what happened in that night, you know what I'm saying? Different things, and he just didn't want to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why that project really kind of never, materialized.
Well,
because
that's you're MC, right? You're a storyteller. You're a, and Puff is a star, and it's a different, it's hard to dig into the depths of an artist if you're not really an artist.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
and you're not just an MC, you're a fact-telling MC.
Yeah, facts. Speaking of that, where my facts at, son? What the fuck, man?
I got one. I have one left.
Hold on.
One left.
Don't you sell that hat?
Nick, let me say this to you. You got to be easy because I'm starting to get a lot of Culture Untold requests.
Okay.
And we don't have anything right yet. Okay. So you got to be chill.
Yeah, what am I screaming at me?
Exactly.
No, but I'm saying he has the facts hat.
You know what I'm saying? I got one left. I'll put that to the side.
Put that to the side for me, man. We
know
got a little bit of a platform. We get a little bit of,
Yeah.
I'll promote. And real quick too, Mick. Where everybody can find you? You just at Mickey Fax everywhere?
So I've had some issues with some things. So when you go on Instagram, it's MICKEY.FACTZ. On Facebook is facebook.com Real Mickey Fax. And on Twitter, it's just at Mickey Fax. Those are the 3 main platforms that I'm on currently.
Yeah, just want to make sure people can find you. You're gonna say something?
Yeah. No. I was gonna go ahead and lead into this battle that we chatted about.
Oh, okay. You got some of the.
I got a little clip, so I think we're gonna play a little bit of
You don't even know where it's at. You just.
Well, I believe it's Delight's first.
We don't want to hear him.
Oh,
I go first. I go first.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
hold on.
So that might be them just coming out.
Hold on. Let me see where we at with this.
Hold on, cause he was pretty bad that night. I seen him better.
Yeah.
He had a bad night.
Yeah.
But you had a great night.
So you went first.
Yeah.
I did go.
Oh,
first.
I
that's
see.
right
You
there.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you like right up on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Here we go.
We'll play a little bit of this.
Here we go.
Yo, throw your X up for me, B. And somebody take a picture of this. The Bronx, where it started from, you heard?
Daylight won the coin toss. It is on Mickey Facts. Massachusetts, let's go!
Let's go, Facts. King of the Dot. Y'all finally got my son on stage with me. But I won't say I'm proud of him, because y'all don't know Davon Campbell. That's why I'm here to beat the daylights out of him, okay, y'all? I just got here from Halle Berry. I came to brainstorm, fucker. I'm licensed to carry. So if I'm popping laws for this gay law, February 29th, 2017 ass nigga. Y'all know that day loss, I'm getting paid off. I'm getting paid off, hey Ness. Who knew making a band would be a cakewalk? This Mickey verse Daylight. This Mickey versus Daylight. Tell everybody you got your style from me. This bird finally want to play jail ball. Well, I'm gonna show him what a flagrant falcon be. Dangle him off the balcony. It gets grim. Big Ben, your time's up. Watch him fall. Open season. Stroke of genius. What a mind fuck. It's blind luck. I seen him in the lobby, probably thinking about me. I was greeting people properly. Told him it's about to be a lynch party. Y'all hanging around and see a body, ironically. Ironically, his neck on the line. So I'ma loop him just to slip knots on him. You fake enlightened. And your message board fans. That's why I'm bringing that hip hop forum. Read all about it. Paragraph or It's like, read all about it. Paragraph or paradigm. Para rhymes leave you paralyzed. So what, you could rock a room? I'm trying to turn it upside down. Jamiroquai, this Arab dime. Your Arab dime? Your Arab dime? Tell her bye. Parrot vibe. Let it fly. Clean out her face. She didn't see it coming, baby. She got sterilized. I used to think your petty lies was very bad.
Oh man,
crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
That was uncomfortable. I said, if you did that to me, man, we wouldn't be friends no more.
Ah man, well, thank goodness you don't do that stuff, man. You don't rhyme.
Yeah,
so you ain't got
man. It'd be a fist fight on stage. Like, what you saying?
Man.
And up in my face too. That's why that shit make me uncomfortable, man. The whole format is like, ugh.
It's a pretty wild format.
That's pretty intense.
All right, Mick, we real quick, we're gonna get out of here soon, but I just wanted to know what's next, what's going on. We dropping the joint from the Achievement Deluxe. I know that, but what else you got popping off?
Okay, so aside from the video, Masterpiece video with Pharoah Monch, I do have a Society video off of I Said Joe, which is out right now.
That's the mixtape you dropped over the summer. I Said Joe was available on all platforms.
Yep. So the video Society will be out maybe 2.5, 3 weeks after the Masterpiece video drops. I'm sitting on about 2 EPs. Lupe's probably gonna go back on the road. I'm gonna probably do like 4 dates with him when he does do that. And just constantly, creating some more music. I'm supposed to have Key Wayne is putting out a project, and I got a record on there with Royce. So me and Royce.
You and Royce again.
Yeah, beautiful. Me and Royce again. It's gonna probably shake up the internet again. And that's probably about it, man.
That's a lot, man.
As far as now.
Real quick though, what's up with Lupe, man?
Lupe's good. He's got a project dropping in, I think, 2.5 weeks or something like that. It's called Waves.
Okay.
So that's dropping, and then he's gonna go back on the road, and hopefully we'll put out some more music and make some more waves on our side, so we can go back on the road with him and he's probably gonna do a nationwide tour, because this last tour he just did like weekend runs. So I think he's gonna do more of a formal run this next go around. And I'm trying to be the opening act again, and just keep reaching the fans. You know what I'm saying, and building that fan base up.
Dope.
And lastly, we want to shout out your wife. She just put out a book. What's the name of the book?
The book is called Love Through Her Eyes. Shout out to Aisha Williams. You know what I'm saying?
What's that social media? Where can we find that?
You can find her on Aisha Williams Writes. WRITES.
Yeah, like right. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the book is out right now. Go to her website to go purchase that. She got buttons, she got shirts, she got more merch than me at this point.
And I'm slipping, man. I'm going to get one today.
Yeah,
I'm going to get it today, man. Because that's my heart.
Order from her site, please.
No, I'm gonna order directly from her. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because Amazon, they taking 65%. They wilding in these streets. So
wow.
We're gonna go direct to the source. No middleman.
Direct to the source. You know what I'm saying? I actually got to get her in the studio so she can do her audio book as well.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get that going. But yeah, man, her project, her book is out now.
You can deliver the book with my hat, Negro.
Yeah, I got you, B. I don't want no problems. We're gonna hold you down, you know what I'm saying?
Nick, thank you so much, man, for coming on Culture Untold and giving us your time.
It, definitely.
We are really, really appreciate it. We're looking for everything you're doing. We're gonna keep everybody, informed, and we're gonna have you back on real soon.
Yeah, that's what's
up. Sir.
Definitely.
Let's do it, man.
My brother,
Brooklyn.
No, he's the
Bronx.
The Bronx, baby. I'm from where we
started.
Oh yeah.
He started that thing.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Soundview.
I don't know why I thought it was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You did say it in the beginning. That's right. Soundview. That's right.
Staten Island. Anyway.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Peace, Nick.
All right, Chuck.
All right, facts. Peace. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was, man.
A little technical glitch in the middle, but we figured it out.
He's a good brother.
Real good dude, man.
I like him.
One of my favorite.
He ain't from Brooklyn though, but I like him.
Yeah, I ain't from Brooklyn. You like me? So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we have it.
You close though.
I'm about to be Harlem.
Staten Island's kind of like floating out there. It could be anywhere.
Jersey.
Staten Island could belong to anybody.
Nah, Staten Island's a very specific energy.
There you go.
Very specific. You see the hat?
Very protective right now.
You see the hat?
Yeah. Let's look at some of these comments. I don't know who was watching, who's what. Siobhan, Navajo Nation.
Yeah.
All right. Lenore, she's on the check-in.
Yeah. Jonathan from Australia.
From Australia. Gregory. Taylor Lang. Lenore again.
Yeah, David Otoro.
Clement.
Bogues. Patrick Ellis. Yeah, don't worry, Patrick. You can just go back and watch the show again, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be up there. Don't even
and
worry
it's on
about
YouTube also.
It's on YouTube as well. So our YouTube channel, Culture Untold.
Word.
Also, all the social medias, Culture Untold, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah. Well, you're on Facebook. Yeah. Like and share our
Showtime is on the check-in.
Showtime.
Dwight King. What's up, brother?
Peace, King.
You know Dwight, right?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
What?
You absolutely know Dwight, but I'll remind you after the show.
Because I know another Dwight King?
No, that's the Dwight King you're thinking about.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Peace, Dwight.
What else? Cleveland.
So bless up to Cleveland.
Patrick's there. Jay, Martin, Marjorie. She said, finally, I'm watching.
Oh, Marjorie. Hey, Marjorie.
Okay.
Marjorie put up the coldest picture. I got to show you what's on Instagram of her with LL Cool J. Like from back, it must have been 89, 90. Really? It was crazy on her throwback. Marjorie been in the game for a long time in various incarnations. She works with Creative Control right now.
Oh, okay.
Produces all that stuff. But that's that's big sis right there.
No doubt.
Family. But yeah, man. So we pulled the YouTube thing off. So excited about that.
Yeah, man, that worked actually.
What you got for the weekend? It's Labor Day weekend.
It's Labor Day weekend. I'm doing something for our show. I'm working on a little special project for our show this weekend. So I'm not gonna I mean, Labor Day. I'm gonna put in some
You're
labor.
putting some labor in.
Absolutely.
What am I doing this weekend? My nephew's birthday is on Sunday, so we definitely doing something for him.
Okay.
And my mother-in-law is in town. Well, my soon-to-be mother-in-law is in town.
Wow, this guy right here, man.
And so she's coming to town tomorrow, so I'm gonna make sure I see her. And Selwyn, his whole family's in town, and his lady, so hooking up with him. Crew stuff, crew love.
Okay.
And really trying to soak in before we start into this next season. This fall season. Soak in the family love and get to really enjoy the weekend.
Okay.
Really enjoy the weekend. So.
It's actually it's a really long weekend also.
Yeah. So our weekend starts right now.
Facts. That's right.
Thank you to Mickey Facts for showing up on the show. Thank y'all for checking in. Thank y'all for sharing and showing us love. It's Culture Untold. That's Dr. Seuss, Chad Elliott.
That's Guy Route, a.k.a. Super G is what I call him.
Peace, y'all. Love you, boy.
Boom. Love you too, man. Love you too.